I have had enough. So yesterday I was watching Officer Tatum's and the Hodgetwins' most recent videos, and they said some things that genuinely shocked me.
We need to paint this picture to the left and the right, how the media is pretty much destroying this country. It's destroying race relations.
Yeah.
It's just tearing this whole country apart.
Yeah, like when you look at our TVs, that is not journalism.
At first glance, this might not be a shocker to you, but that's because you share the same political views. But what if I told you that your political views were the same as those Democrats and socialists?
It was the mainstream media networks that pushed the Iraq war, a war based on lies. Did anybody ever ask, hey, don't you think something should be done about this? This is dangerous. This false information is having real-world consequences. The same people that brought us Russiagate. Oh my God, the majority of the stories pushed by mainstream media on Russiagate were totally bogus. Totally bogus. Nobody called for accountability. Nobody said, hey, maybe something should be done about this.
Are you offended? No, you shouldn't be. Because to the media, this is all one big money game. Whether it's pitting blacks versus whites, CNN versus Fox News, or Republicans versus Democrats. Just like a sport, the entertainment is the rivalry. I'm not suggesting that we all abandon our political parties and unite to form some sort of utopia, because that'll never happen. The reality is, there are some fundamental differences across the political spectrum that we just can't ignore.
Yeah,
They painting black versus white, gay versus straight, Christian versus Muslim.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even look at. I mean, I look at the news from CNN. I look at Fox. You need to, when you look at the news,
Remain objective.
remain objective. Don't believe what you hear on Fox, and really don't believe what you hear on CNN.
Yeah.
You need to take this information from both sides, and you need to make your own decisions, your own determinations.
Yeah.
The media aren't the only ones taking advantage of division in this country. It's also these corrupt politicians and these political parties, especially the Democrats. And this issue is something that people on both sides of the political spectrum can agree on. But in case you don't believe me, let's let the officer explain.
Y'all got to stop getting duped. Y'all got to stop letting these people play y'all like a fool. These people ain't really mad at each other. A lot of these politicians aren't even mad at each other. They have what they call public beef, and they do private conversations over a beer and a cigar. Maybe you'll do whiskey with a cigar, but you know what I'm saying. They are drinking and partying together, laughing at y'all. Y'all think they got real beef. These politicians ain't got no real beef. Why you think stuff can't get done?
And God bless America. Thank you very much. Here tonight is a special man, beloved by me.
Huh? Why you think stuff can't get done? Because it's political theater. They got a side, they got a side. After it's all over, they like, look, I played my role. That's what it is. The government, no matter Republican, Democrat, they ain't gonna do nothing anyway. Some of them, they gonna still toe the line. Like McCain them, towing the line.
Another area I noticed that a lot of Democrats and Republicans could agree on was money in politics. And I know that a lot of politicians and corporations would hate if we truly address this issue. Take the head of the FCC, for example, Ajit Pai. Everyone knows that he's in the pockets of the telecommunication industry, and people like to pretend like it's not happening. And we all know that as soon as he's relieved of his position, he's going to go straight back to his cushy executive position at Verizon and get paid a lot of money for what he's done to our industry. Officer Tatum realized this hypocrisy, and I think it's funny because progressives have been talking about this issue for a long, long time, and I think it's very interesting to see that two groups of people on two opposite ends of the political spectrum can come together and agree on an issue like this.
I think the election should have a cap. You should only be able to raise this amount of money. And if your charisma and what you bring to the table, your articulation, your website cannot be done with this budget, then you can't get it. Then you just lost. But to have people that can raise $40 million in 1 year, Not a presidential election. I mean, talk about these small elections. You getting bought and paid for. You don't need $40 million to run a campaign. You're running for Senate, and you need $20 million. Come on, man. People are buying you. Did somebody give you a $10 million in your campaign that a lot of them are funneling that money through getting a campaign advice, funneling that money right to their own bank account? Who do you think will run for office and raise? See, Trump paid for his own stuff, but these other people, they'll run for office. They broke, they poor, they of the people. They raised $5 million and they not getting no real money from that? Really? Y'all can't be that crazy. You can't be that crazy.
A real issue is that our campaign finance system, and let me underline the word, don't misquote me on this, it is a corrupt system. The United States,
corrupt?
It is corrupt.
Who are the corrupt people?
The Supreme Court that gave us Citizens United created a system in which billionaires can buy elections. The United States can no longer go around the world and lecture countries on democracy when what our country is becoming is a system in which billionaires can spend unlimited sums of money to elect the candidates of their choice.
You use the word corruption.
Yes.
So who's corrupt? The billionaires?
The
people
system,
taking the money?
no. The system is
but not
corrupt.
any of the people.
Look, they are obeying the law. The Koch brothers are going to spend more money than the Democrats and Republicans. Is that illegal? No. Supreme Court said they can do that. I'm talking about a corrupt system.
I didn't see much of a difference, did you? At the end of the day, for everyone watching this video, I want them all to understand one thing. We're all American, and we all love this country. And just because someone doesn't see something in the same tactical way you do doesn't mean that they aren't trying to achieve the same objectives. We should all be at least able to hear each other out when we have an issue or a political perspective. One thing that I used to believe was that Republicans were more closed-minded than Democrats, and the more I talk to Republicans, the more I realize that I was wrong. A lot of Democrats like to think as though they're on some higher moral ground and that they don't necessarily need to talk to a conservative, and that is far from the truth. In order to get a good understanding of how someone feels about a particular topic, you have to talk to them in a caring and understanding way. And that is the only way you're going to be able to actually grasp why things are happening the way they are and ultimately learn to appreciate them. I guess that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure that you subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment down in the comment section. And until the next video, peace.